Hey guys, Missy here. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I figured I would do a chatty get ready with me and answer some of the questions that you guys asked me on Instagram. I have some new makeup to try, so I have a bunch of new makeup to try, so I figured I would hop on here, get ready for my day. Oh shit. I figured I'd jump on here, get ready for my day, and go through those questions that you guys asked me and let you guys in on my life.
In a few, we gon' do what we came to do, ain't that right, boo?
True. Keep in mind that the makeup I'm doing today is not typically what I would wear. I'm going to put on a little bit more since I'm trying new makeup. So yes, this is not an everyday makeup routine, but let's just get into it. This sweater that I'm wearing is from the Carly Bybel and Misguided collection, and then I think the tank top that I have on is from Forever 21. So yeah. So to start off, I'm gonna be filling in my eyebrows. I'm gonna try to zoom you guys in a little bit here. As you guys can see, my eyebrows are like all over the place. I'm trying to grow them, so they're going to get a little crazy. But usually I start with my eyebrows before I moisturize or anything like that, just because I find it's easier to get the pomade on. So I just brush them up like this. To fill in my eyebrows, I'm going in with the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown, and I'm just using the brush, the Anastasia brush. I don't know what number it is. It's all faded. I've had this pomade for a really, really long time, and I just find whenever it dries out, I just put a beauty oil in it, and it gets better from there. So I'm just going to start filling them in. I usually start from the inner corner, and I'm going to really, really shape them right here. I'm going to fill them in a lot. So I haven't posted a lot of videos on my channel in a while, and I'm gonna dig into that. 2017 was a really, really tough year for me. So we're gonna dive into that a little bit. So as you can see, I've filled it in quite a bit. So right here, it's all basically bald. I just need to grow it in and let it kind of do its thing. So I just kind of shape where I want it to go, and then I fill it in like that. So yeah, so 2017 was a really, really rough year for me. I'm sure you guys saw that I posted on social media, on Instagram, that I had a concussion. So for those of you who don't know, I had a concussion. I got it at the end of May of 2017. Basically, I was I was driving to my parents, and I had my dog with me. I have a Rottweiler. I drive a Jeep, so she was in the trunk of the Jeep, but I didn't have a cage up, so basically she hopped the back of the trunk to the back seat, and that's not where I got the concussion. I didn't get the concussion while driving, but she jumped to the back seat, and she had a leash on. So when I got to my parents, I was bringing her out of the car because she was staying there for the day, and when I opened the back door to let her out, she couldn't jump out because her leash was caught behind the seat. So basically when she jumped, her leash got caught behind the seat. So I leaned over her, but she was really excited. So I was leaning over her just to get the leash out. And she was so excited to get there. My parents have a dog, so she could smell it. She lived there for a bit, so she knew where we were, somewhere where she wanted to be. And so she just whipped her head up, and I was over her. She whipped her head up, took mine all the way back. And while my head went all the way back, I also hit the door frame with the top of my head. So I kind of got winded for a second. Like, I blacked out really quick. I didn't pass out or anything, but I blacked out really quick. And I was just like, whew, like, shit. I didn't really think too much of it. I knew that my head went back pretty bad. I knew that I blacked out, but I was kind of just trying to be tough about it. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine, you know, just continue on with your day. So I went to work that day. I went to work a 12-hour shift, and I already had like a little bit of anxiety prior to this incident happening. But I started feeling a little anxious because I'm like, ooh, I really hit my head bad, you know? So I went to work. I probably worked for about 4 days before I actually realized I had a concussion, which is not good. hold on, I'm just gonna stop here. So when I get to the front of my brows, I just kind of do hair strokes to make it look as natural as possible. Now keep in mind, everybody's brow is different. Like I have really sparse, coarse brows. So like for me to make it look natural and fluffy and wispy, it's not gonna happen just because I have so much hair. So that's basically what I've been going for with my eyebrows right now. So I'm gonna go over and do this one, which this one's my problem brow. Like this one has a mind of its own, basically. So I went to work for about 4 days, and on the 4th day, I started hearing fluid in my ears, and I was like losing my hearing. My balance was a little off. So I was like, okay, this is not good. I need to go to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and I've never gone through the hospital so quick in my life. They took me into the emergency so fast, and that's when I found out that I had a concussion and whiplash. The doctor that I originally had the first time I went to the hospital, I'm not gonna say he was a bad doctor, but I'm just saying that he needs to work on his delivery because he really just scared the shit out of me. I've never had a concussion. I've never been around anybody that had a concussion, so I really didn't know what to expect. And he was like, you need to go home. You're not going to work for about a week. You need to go home, sit in the dark, don't do anything. Don't stimulate your mind at all. You can't read, you can't listen to music, you can't, nothing. You go home and you rest. And I was like, woo! For somebody who works full time, does Instagram, YouTube, you know, has a life, it was so hard for me to go from doing everything to doing nothing at all. So I'll be honest with you guys, the first week of my recovery, I went straight into depression, like straight into depression. I was crying all the time. I couldn't eat. I was having panic attacks. I probably lost 30 pounds. I probably lost about 30 pounds in less than 2 weeks just from not really being able to eat. The only thing I would eat is Happy Meals. That's all I wanted. That's the only thing that made me happy, was eating a Happy Meal. Once I had that week off, it just started really going downhill from there. My head hurt so much. I was having really bad panic attacks. I couldn't, the light was so, like any type of light would just make my head explode. Any sounds would make me go crazy. Like I just couldn't handle it. I honestly looked at my parents a couple of times and I'm like, I'm gonna end up in a straitjacket because I'm going crazy. It took me about 4 months to recover from that, and I still struggle like daily. There's always something that kind of challenges me, I guess you would say. It's not as bad as before. Like I'm back to work, I'm back to sitting in front of the light, I'm back to doing things that I could do. I'm not scared anymore. I was scared for the longest time to do anything. And you know, it's a struggle daily. But I really, when I look back, I'm like, wow, I never thought that I was going to get out of that. I really didn't think that I was ever going to get better from that. Okay, I'm just going to fill this. So this is my problem area on this brow too. That's basically the best I can do for my brows. I'm just setting my brows with the Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This is in the shade Soft Brown, so it just kind of gives them a little bit of dimension. Since my brows are so coarse, it just adds a little bit of dimension to the hair, which you guys really won't see on camera too much, but in person it kind of just makes them look more real. I had my concussion. I was off work from May to August. I think I went back to work. And then I've kind of just been recovering since. So that's why I wasn't filming a lot of YouTube videos. Now I'm just going over with the Anastasia brow gel and just setting the hairs in place. And I kind of like to brush them up a bit and make them look fluffy. Let them go wild while they can. So yeah, that's why I wasn't filming a lot of YouTube videos. I had zero energy from like all the weight that I lost, and I couldn't sit in front of my lights or even have the attention span to film a video. Next, I'm going to moisturize, and I'm using the Climate Control Anti-Aging Moisturizer from ᴍɪᴏᴏᴍև. You guys have heard me talk about this 1,000,001 times if you follow me on Instagram. I do sell this product, and it's so, I love it so much. It's so pretty. I actually ordered a bunch of more makeup that should be in today, so I'm really excited to try it. It's just so hydrating. Love it. So yeah, so that's why I haven't really been on here too much, and I'm hoping for this year I'm gonna try to post at least one video a week, and I wanna do more of these types of videos. I don't wanna do any more voiceovers. Again, the reason why I was filming so many voiceovers before was because I lived with my parents, but now I have my own place, my own little studio, so it's really nice that I can film for you guys without all the distraction and all the noise. So I'm not gonna wear any foundation today, but I'm going to be using the ᴍɪᴏᴏᴍ's Color Correcting Tinted Moisturizer, and this is in medium. So it looks like this. And it's just a tinted moisturizer. It's not for my full coverage girls, but if you do like a fresh face every day, then you can go in with that, and I'm just using my beauty blender to apply it. So yeah, that's kind of part of what was going on in 2017. And I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room because I've had so many people ask me on social media, but you guys need to understand that it's not really something that you ask on social media where we're going to be like, yeah, let me answer and tell you everything. It's really personal questions that people ask sometimes that they're not really, you know, privy to that information, I guess you would say. So the question that I've been getting nonstop on my posts, or I'm getting DMs about, is, are my husband and I still together? And the answer to that is no. We separated last year. We're not together. We don't live together anymore. He moved away. And I'm not really gonna get into that too much, just out of respect for both of our privacy, and really it's nobody's business. The people that know in our lives are people that are close to us. But I did share my life and my relationship with you guys. So when you guys are asking like, oh, where is he? Obviously I'm going to tell you, but it's not, I'm going to tell you on my own terms. So I'm telling you here that we are no longer together. We're both fine. We're both good. So don't worry about that. And yeah, so I just wanted to kind of get that out there for anyone who was asking and wondering, but that's pretty much all I'm gonna say about that. And hopefully you guys can respect that. But yeah, it's, you know, it's hard when you're on social media. It's hard when you're on social media and you share your life with the world basically, and then when something bad happens, or, you know, you separate or whatever, that people think, you know, they're allowed to know everything. So I'm not really gonna go into that, but I did want to get on here and let you guys know that yes, it's true, we are no longer together, and that is that. So I'm just pouncing that in with a beauty blender, and I love the finish of it. Okay, so I'm gonna go into Instagram and pull up some of the questions you guys asked me. Okay, so the first question I have here is, Anna asked a few questions actually. The first one she asked is, what are your New Year's resolutions? And I'm gonna put your handle here just because I don't want to mispronounce anybody's handle. So up next I'm going in with the ᴍɪᴏᴏᴍ eyeshadow, and this is in Sandstone Pearl, and I'm actually gonna use that as concealer. So she asked, what are my New Year's resolutions? So I have a few resolutions, but one for sure is to move in silence. And I think that's really important for everybody to do. And that's basically just doing what you are planning to do with your life, but do it quietly and not talk about it. You know, whether it's true or not, I think it's true. I feel like if you talk to others too much about what your plans are, you almost kind of jinx yourself. So it's really great to have a plan, have a goal for yourself, work for it, but work for it in silence. And then once you have it, then you can talk about it. Also, to post more YouTube videos, of course. I want to try to post at least once a week and just kind of let you guys into my life a little bit more rather than doing voiceovers. I want to talk to you guys more. I want you guys to get to know me more. So that is another one. Lisa asks, how do you prevent your how do you prevent your foundation from looking cakey? Really, I just try to get dewy finish foundations or really lightweight foundations. I don't tend to wear full coverage, so I'm not the best person to answer this question just because I wear such natural products. The one that I always wear in my pictures lately, like for the past 2 months, has been this tinted moisturizer, which I think like takes photos. You can get really great photos with this and it just looks really natural. So that's kind of my tip, is that. And then it kind of ties into the next question. Emily asked, what is your favorite ᴍɪᴜᴇ product? My favorite ᴍɪᴜᴇ product right now by far is the tinted moisturizer. And then I also love the skincare, so the Climate Control, the Nangai oil. I don't have them to show you because I'm all done. But the skincare products is what I love the most about it. So Morphe came out with this 24G palette, and I haven't opened it yet. I only opened it on Instagram. So let's see it. I really love their new packaging. It's so sleek and pretty. So to start off my look, I'm gonna go in with this pukey brown shade. They do have names on them, but I don't know at this point if I have this on right. Okay. So I'm gonna go in with this brown shade, and I believe the name is... The name of this one is Frenchie. Paris asked, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love makeup? I mean, what girl doesn't love makeup? I would have to say a 10. I love, love, love makeup so much. I love makeup as a 10, but I'll say it's a 10 for not wearing makeup either, because those are really great days too. The next question was, how do you get over a sad breakup and how do you start moving on? So that kind of ties into what's been going on in my life. And I guess the best advice I could give you guys, and kind of why I know it's bad to say, but why I don't really have much of a hard time with breakups, is because the most important thing about being in a relationship is being in a relationship with yourself first. So I think it's really important as women or as men that before you get involved with somebody romantically or anything like that, that you are 100% in love with yourself. And I don't mean that in like a conceited way, but I just mean it in, you know, having confidence and knowing that regardless of what happens in your life, that you're okay to be alone will kind of set you up for success when it comes to relationships, just because you'll be a happier person in a relationship, but also it will help you in a breakup, because at the end of the day, a lot of good things do come to an end, whether it's a relationship ending or, you know, your partner passes away or anything like that. Like eventually that relationship is going to end. And I think it's important that at the end of the day that you're okay to be by yourself and not be afraid to be by yourself. And I've kind of always been like that, and it's thanks to my parents for giving me the strength to be able to walk away from situations that no longer serve me, whether it be relationships, friendships, workplaces, anything like that. You only have one life, so you can't really dwell on the bad things that happened. You can only appreciate what has happened to you and know that everything happens for a reason and that you were put in this situation for a better purpose. As much as things will suck in that moment, and you know, you're sad to see somebody leave, or you're sad to leave somebody in your life, I think it's really important to understand that that happened for a reason. It happened to teach you something, and it happened to better your future, if that makes sense. So, I mean, I've always been the type of person that has been more than okay to be by myself. You know, I really enjoy my alone time. But it really has helped me be a strong person, a strong woman when it comes to relationships as well. I think this one is called Brew, so it's just a little darker brown, and I'm just going to put that on the outer corner. So yeah, I think it's really important that you do that, and then you keep yourself busy. So, you know, if you go through a breakup, don't be home all the time by yourself crying about it. You know, if you have friends, if you have a good support system around you, call up your friends, go do something that makes you happy, and really just focus on yourself, because at the end of the day, I mean, sitting in a room and crying is not gonna make you feel better. It's gonna make you feel worse. So get out there, stay positive. Everything happens for a reason. And if it doesn't make sense now, it will make sense one day for sure. And yeah, that's pretty much the advice I have. It's hard for me to give advice about this because not everybody is the same. We all handle situations differently. So just because I say that it's easy for me to move on with my life, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy for you. It just means that I've been through some things in my life that has taught me that I have to put myself first. I have to put my best interest first, and it doesn't make you a selfish person for doing that. It just makes you a strong person, because at the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself. If you can't take care of yourself, then how are you supposed to take care of other people? Victoria asked, what are you most looking forward to this upcoming year? So in general, beauty, business opportunities, love, life, fitness, etc. So I'm just really looking forward to seeing where my channel can grow this year if I stick to my plans of, you know, posting consistently and things like that. I'm really excited to see where I can go with that. I want to branch out this year and try more high-end makeup. So I'm going to try to get some more high-end makeup because I do use more affordable makeup, but I kind of want to do some comparison videos. I want to film some more videos that's not just makeup related. I want to do challenges. I want to do, you know, chatty kind of videos where I tell you guys stories, so story time videos. I want to do, I don't know, I have a bunch of ideas that I've been kind of jotting down. For love, I'm not really, you know, in a rush, but if something happens, then great. I'm open to that for sure. Life and fitness, I mean, I wish I could just wake up with my dream body, but I've been trying to eat a lot better too, which is really hard because I love food so much. So I'm gonna take this shade here, which is called Marble, and just put it on my lids. Fitness, I've been trying to eat like a little bit better, but I just love food and I can't stop. If you put really good food in front of me, like, I'm gonna eat it. I'm not really going to deprive myself because you only live once. All in moderation, right? Chris asked, if you met a genie that granted you 3 wishes, what would you wish for? That's a hard one. I would wish for my debts to be paid. I don't have much debts, but like I would love for that to be paid. Healthy friends and family, maybe. Can I wish for stuff like that? I wish that my debts would be paid, my family and friends would be healthy, and can I wish for having like a really nice body? Like, don't have to work for it, can eat whatever I want and have a really nice body. So now I'm going to, I told you guys that I was clumsy. For my contour, I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I need to get a new one, but I'm gonna be using this shade right here. I think that's all the questions that I had. I don't know if there's anything else that I have to talk about. I'm trying to think if I have any other updates that I have for you guys to let you in on them. I do live alone now, which is really nice, and I have my own studio. So I got a 2-bedroom apartment and I have studio, so that's really nice because I don't have to take apart my equipment and put it back together every time I film. So it's really, really nice to have everything in one space and I don't have to move it anymore. I'm gonna use the Sigma E55 brush to contour my nose. I was using a Real Techniques brush before. I don't know which one it is. I think it's like the contour brush. I do 2 lines here and then I just blend them with my finger. I don't do too much with my nose. People are really mean on the internet too. I don't know how many times people comment to me saying I have a big nose. If you saw me in person, I don't know if my nose looks bigger on camera, but my nose doesn't, it's not big at all. And even if it was, who cares? It's my nose. My camera overheated, so I just finished my eyes while it was cooling down. So for eyeliner, I use the Maybelline Curvitude liner. And then I use the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara for my lower lashes and my upper lashes. And then I'm wearing the Morphe brushes lashes in Go On and Fake It. And oh my gosh, I love them. So Morphe sent me this huge PR package. I hope it doesn't fall. They sent me this huge PR package of lashes, and I'm wearing the Go On and Fake It lashes, and I love them. The band is really, really pretty. It's nice and it's nice and thin, so it's really easy to apply. Now I'm gonna go in with highlights, so I'm using the Wet n Wild Halo Liquid Highlighter. I've never tried this before, but I just opened it and it has this like huge doe foot applicator. Dab that, and then with my beauty blender, here, I'm gonna bring you guys closer. So I just dab that on, and then with my beauty blender, I'm just going to, ooh, that's really pretty. And it's melting into the skin really nicely. A couple of dots there. I really like that. And then just with my beauty blender, oh, I like that a lot. I'm gonna put that at the tip of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. That's a lot. So I lost track of what I was talking about. I think I was talking about how mean people are on the internet. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of highlight. People are so rude on the internet and they say such rude things to you. Honestly, sometimes I can't believe, oh shit. Sometimes I can't believe half the things that people say about me, and I'm like, wow, if you were in front of my face right now, you would not even dare try to say that. So that's hard about social media, and everything is so perfect on social media that it's really hard to like keep up with the perfection. I am in no way a perfect person. You know, I have flaws. I have a lot of things to work on personally that it's really hard to maintain like a really nice feed on Instagram and social media in general, but also be personable and also be real. So I try to be as real as I can with you guys on my social media. I'm going to top this highlight a bit using the new Wet n Wild Powder Highlight, and this is in the shade Blossom Glow. And I'm using the Sigma Strobing Fan Brush, the F42. This might be too light for me, but I just want a little bit more. And I have never tried these Wet n Wild highlights. We don't have a lot of Wet n Wild in Canada, or at least in Ottawa. It's hard to find. Oh, this is pretty. It has like a pink undertone. The liquid one that I just put on has more of like a gold undertone. It's really nice, but I kind of just want it to pop a little bit more. But it looks like very wet on the skin, which I love. I like when it looks like it's part of you, like your skin. Ooh. To bronze, I usually bronze after I highlight just to kind of blend everything together. So I'm using the Butter Bronzer in Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm using the Sigma Large Powder F30 brush. And I just kind of brush that over. Just like that. I don't have any new blushes to use, but I have been religiously using this Morphe 9B palette, and I like to mix some of the shades. I'm like all over the place today. I'm probably going to use just this middle one right here. These are really pigmented, so be careful. And I'm just gonna pop a little bit on my cheeks. And at the tip of my nose. I'm going to set my face before I put on my lipstick, and I'm using this Slay All Day setting spray in Grapefruit, and this is by Gerard Cosmetics. I love this setting spray. And just drench my face. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments from my channel. Like I said, I want to put out a new video every week, at least once a video every week. So let me know what you guys want to see. I want to film some challenges with Corby. If you guys have been subscribed to my channel for a little bit, you know who Corby is. We did the blindfolded makeup challenge together. We did the whisper challenge together, and she's really fun to do videos with. So let me know what you guys want to see from us. I think we're going to do the Mad Libs challenge soon. So let me know in the comments what you guys want to see other than just makeup, because I want my channel to be beauty related, but I don't necessarily want it to be just makeup tutorials. It's really hard to continue to put out makeup tutorials that are wearable, but still pique your interest. You know what I mean? So you know, I'll definitely do like chatty get ready with me's. I'll definitely do like tutorials for special events. I know we have Valentine's Day coming up and things like that, but let me know what you guys want to see other than that. Do you want to see me compare products? What products do you want me to compare? Do you want to see a review on products? I sell lip scents, which are the lipsticks that don't come off. You have a remover for them. So I'm thinking I'm gonna film a video on how to apply it, a little bit more behind the lip scents products, and then also wear it throughout the day and like vlog so you guys can see how it wears throughout the day while you eat and while you drink and things like that. So I've really been loving this liquid lipstick, so I'm gonna put it on today. This is the Sigma liquid lipstick. It's new, and this is in the shade New Mod, and it's such a pretty nude pink. I love it. I really like the formula of their liquid lipsticks. I think they're new, the liquid lipsticks in general, but they're very lightweight and they're nice and thin, so they don't irritate the lips at all. Like, look how pretty that is. It's such a nice neutral color. I think this would look beautiful on any skin tone as well. And I do have a coupon code for 10% off Sigma, so I will leave that down below if you guys are interested. I know people get upset when influencers talk about coupon codes. Yes, we make commission off of you guys using those codes. For me, necessarily doing YouTube is not how I make a living, but for some people it is. And I am hoping for me that one day it's me making a living off of filming videos for you guys. So, you know, when an influencer offers a coupon code, that's how they make their money. And yes, they want to make money, obviously. But hopefully the influencers that you're watching are, you know, talking about products that they personally love. And like I don't recommend any products that I don't love. So that's New Mod, and I love it. It's so pretty. It's super lightweight, so comfortable on the lips, and I mean, it transferred a little bit, but not too much. But I think it's really pretty, and I love how it wears. I wore it the other day, and I loved it. So yeah, you guys, that completes this video. I hope you liked this chatty get ready with me. I hope I answered your questions. If you guys have any recommendations for future videos, please drop them in the comments down below. I will link all my socials down below so you guys can follow me and get to know me a little bit better. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are not already. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.